Good evening, everybody. It is 21:46 my time. Bit of a late one today. My schedule's been put back today as I've got a big cup final game for Liverpool tonight, so I'll be staying up late to watch that. Begins at midnight my time. So yeah, so my whole schedule today has been put back a bit. So let's go over the markets and see what has happened. Obviously, the last video last week, I thought that the threat of Russia was looking to be fading off after we got the initial news outbreak in the movements. But lo and behold, last week it finally happened, and old Mr. Putin has decided to invade. So thoughts go out to everyone in Russia, and in Ukraine, sorry. It's not nice for all you people to have to go through that. So yeah, thoughts go out to everyone affected of what's going on over there. But we're not here to talk about politics, so we're here to talk about the market. So let's have a look and see what has happened since all this has gone on. So we're on EURGBP at the moment. I sent a post out in a chart midweek about buying from this zone, and after we got that 50% candle, I placed a buy after this candle close here. As I say, when we're all down, until price breaks this hard black line here of support for me, I'm going to try and buy the reversal. I mean, the last time we had a buy on this, we got some good returns and hit TP1 zone, and as you can see, price is revisited again. You could call this a triple bottom, but to me it's just another demand zone, support zone that you can place a buy from. So so I bought after this candle close here, and currently we are 66 pips in profit, so that's 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio so far, because the pip start was 31 pips. So whether you saw me post chart go out midweek and you caught it with me, we'll continue riding this for now, and we'll see what happens in the coming days. Obviously, because with what's going on with the invasion and stuff, it just plays hell with the market, so you just never know. You could even set your position to your stop loss to your entry price if you join me on this one, and just ride it and see what happens. Obviously, the same again. I'm still aiming for this supply zone for TP1, and then the top of this channel here for TP2, possibly just this supply zone here. So yeah, so not much to advise you on what to enter for this coming week so far. Just a bit more of an overview of what I have entered on that pair. So with that one, we will move on to GJ, and we've had obviously some strength go into the safe havens, including the Japanese yen. We saw a big drop in price. We dropped through this trend line here. It's a good job I wasn't actually watching this pair, because from that trend line after that 50% candle, the little bullish one there, usually I would have bought that, but I wasn't watching it. I've been watching gold, because obviously we're still in a position on that pair, and obviously EURGBP last week, so I wasn't really watching GJ. Probably a good job, because I would have got stopped out, because I would have taken that trade. But again, it's all this invasion talk. Money goes into the safe havens, Japanese yen, gold, dollar, CHF, etc, etc. So yeah, GJ, as you can see, we hit this demand zone here, and it's rejected heavily off there, but it's possible that we could see a completion of this big M pattern here. So double top, come down, and we could possibly see price come down to this demand zone here, which I have favoured in the past. We've had many good trades from this demand zone here and here. So yeah, I'll be looking for probably, the invasion is still going on, so I'll probably see some more continuation in strength of the Japanese yen. So I'm going to probably wait now, hopefully, to see price break this demand zone here and move further south to possibly come to this demand zone. Then I'll be taking a buy on that one. same again as we've previously done in this zone from the past. So that's what I'm looking for on the pound yen. So that will move to Euro AUD. And as you can see, I did send a post out of my chart last week. We hit TP2. I actually did just close just above the demand zone because we've seen some very, very strong bearish action, and I was expecting a pullback actually, so I'm always keen to just close it just before the zone. Can't complain with the profits because we've hit some big pips on this one. We've peaked at let's see, we've peaked at 665 pips with the stop loss, which is 56. That's, yeah, it's over 10 to 1 risk to reward ratio bagged. On the chart that I did give out, it's possible you could get a buy from this demand zone here. If price doesn't close below, you could see a little, but I think it'll just be a pullback in price, and for more further downwards momentum again, coming down to this demand zone here, which I'll buy from again, which we did previously in the past. So Euro AUD, we're just going to enjoy the return of reward what we collected on that one, and just wait now, just be a bit patient. Patient rewards us in this market. So even if you're still holding it, you can still continue to hold. Surely we're going to make a lower high and then possibly continue further downwards and hopefully come to this weekly demand zone here, which I will be buying from. So with that one, we'll move to Euro USD, and I took a stop loss on this one. I took a buy for this demand zone here. We was in profit. I think we only returned, I was up 90 pips, but I was looking for this supply zone here, TP1, and then obviously with all the news of everything coming out, the dollar got a lot stronger and I got stopped out on this trade. I thought it might have held, as we've seen these candles here, these little three vectors. I thought price was going to hold this level, but then boom, it just tanked straight through. As you can see, we touched the demand zone below, and we continue to wick out. So it's a weird one, Euro USD in a minute. I'm not going to take a trade for this for probably a week or two to just give us some clear direction now, because I've had a few stop losses on this pair. But as you can see, we've had a lower low, a lower high, and then we actually, technically, we did get a higher high. It broke a little bit above, but it didn't close below. And then we got a higher low, and then now we've just come down and we've technically made a lower low, so it's still bearish at the moment. So I'm going to wait on this pair now to give us some clearer direction. If it continues further down, I'll look to buy from these zones below here. Probably this one here. I'll look to buy from these zones down here for a nice reversal upwards, because it's going to come. It's just a matter of when. So again, patience with this one, and we'll wait to see for it to give us some more clearer direction. Yeah, I'd like to buy lower down, so I'm going to wait to see price play out on this pair. So that one will move to gold. Another trade that's been monumental for us on this one. Apologies. We have peaked at 1,759 pips, which is incredible. I've still had half of my position running on this one, and I've still got it open now, as you can see in the same day. That huge rejection candle, as we saw, gold was getting pushed up heavily when the invasion happened, and since then we've seen a fallback in price, which I was only expecting anyway, because the run we've had recently before the invasion has been incredible. We've had a good return on this trade. I'm holding for now. I'm going to keep holding the rest of my position that I've got there, because I think we're just going to make a higher low and then continue to push up north. It's obviously prices broke through this supply zone. Technically, it hasn't closed above, but it's clearing the way for a move higher. We could possibly see $2,000 hit again up here. So yeah, I'm going to keep the rest of my position open that I've got left. Watch for price to make a higher low and then continue up higher. If you've missed anything or you've not had a trade on it, look for support to form on that higher low being made. Possibly on this trend line here, we could see a bit of sideways action and a further move north on gold. So yeah, so just a matter of holding the rest of your position on gold now, and watch the events play out, and then we'll go from there. If we do see price start to break down, then I'll just close the rest of my position that I've got open and look for another rebuy, possibly from this demand zone here. I can't see it coming all the way back down, but if it does, I'll just buy again. So with that one, we'll move to Bitcoin. And I closed actually. If you watched my my analysis on the last video, said if price was going to break this zone here, this little supply zone that was created last time, I'll close my position, which it did. Once you saw this candle breakthrough, then I just closed what I had open for not a lot of profit at all. I thought it was the right decision because as we saw, prices moved lower, but we still haven't made a lower low from the last low that was made. So technically, that's a higher high and that's a higher low. So if price holds here, you could potentially buy from here to see price go further north. Again, it's all speculative and it all depends on the pound of the dollar. Obviously the dollar's heavily manipulated, it's being propped up, but sooner or later that is going to fall in strength and we will see Bitcoin rise in price. So anywhere around these levels is as long as you just don't over leverage and open a small position, it's a good buy to take. So I'm going to call it here and buy from here if you wanted to. Just get a little stop loss on under this level, or maybe even under this level, and watch for the rise in price on Bitcoin. So I'd like to see if it comes back down to this level again, I will buy from here for sure. From the 37,000 markish, $37,300, I'll be looking to buy again. You could also buy from here, but you'd have to use a bit of a smaller position because the stop loss would obviously have to be below this level, because and then it obviously is a lot bigger. So we'll wait and see on that one. If it doesn't come back down and we continue and we make a high, then the next time it breaks down below, I'll be looking to buy in again. Hopefully it could be this level here, or possibly another demand zone that's created along the way. So yeah, a couple of pairs in profit. EURGBP, EURAUD heavily in profits. Whether you've taken profit, which I did, if you're still holding, continue to hold that one. Look for the big weekly demand zone at the bottom. Gold, I'm continuing to hold the rest of my position for now. Heavily in profits on that one. So it's a case of holding and waiting for now. And with that one, I'll sign off and I'll see you next Sunday for the next video. Take care. And if you like the videos, give us a like and subscribe. Cheers.